Good morning, everybody. We're out here with Murphy Electric this morning. Probably a 2-day job. We've got to dig some lines over from this big deal and dig a couple vault holes and some trenches and stuff. So let's get to it. First scoops. See how this stuff digs. Better than I expected. It's all fill. Tell by the chunk of firewood I just found buried. Trenches by code have to be 3 feet deep. Laid down, kind of bouncing here. Hopefully they don't have anything right tight against the building. They do. I will probably break it. Famous words of today is there's nothing in there. I'm also tickled there's moisture in it. Less dusty. Using my 16-inch bucket today. Because with the doing the conduit and stuff, 12-inch bucket sucks for stuff like this. Take a quick measurement on that. I think I'm pretty. Brian was out here yesterday with the back trailer trying to find lines, and he rented it and said he wasn't that impressed with it, and this rocks and stuff, it really didn't do that good. Alright, we will keep at it. Got all the room in the world here. And it's still terribly crowded. This gravel for our vault boxes, but long haul getting gravel out here. Gravel's expensive. There's Supposedly there's a gravel pit out here somewhere, but I've never been able to find it and find out who it is. So, well, we'll continue digging. Stack it. My bucket's going to get buried. Thought I turned my mic on, but I turned it off. There we go. 20 yards of rock. Man, we stacked that up. Nice. Oops. Now we can move on. Trying to put the nastier top stuff on the left so I can reach over and pull the cleaner stuff in on the right. So the cleaner stuff will be hitting the conduit. Yeah, they were supposed to have this stuff moved out of our way, I guess, and that's pretty typical. It's not. Hard spot there. Alright, we will continue on. Here, metal pipe. There's this pothole. See, I saw a hose bib in there somewhere. There it is. Okay. I see it. All right. Finish our tie-in point. Let's see. Put it over here. Start digging the vault holes. I'm not going to have a good place to put my dirt. Yeah, I'm going to have to replace my front idlers. This is the 8th machine I've had, and I have never had to replace an undercarriage part. And on this machine, I've had to replace 2 rollers, and now I'm having to replace the front idlers at about 2,600 hours. My track is walking off to one side of the front idler, so it's not aligned right, and it has just chewed the center rib off the front idler. If it goes much longer, it's going to start kicking the track off. So I've got 2 new idlers ordered because I want to change them in a pair. And they cut me a little bit of a deal, but man, they're still awful expensive, especially where they shouldn't be wore out yet. I've ran these machines to 5,000 hours before, not had to replace. Well, at 5,000 hours, it all needed replaced, but I did not have to replace it. I traded the machine in. I don't know. I'm not sure exactly what went wrong, if the bearing has gone out and let it misalign, but whatever it is, we're going to get an education on how to change up front idlers, because they're supposed to be here tomorrow. I don't want to run the machine too much more until I get that replaced. Get this cleaned up, so I've got some working room. I think I'm covering planter boxes. Oh well. They're not my planter boxes. Okay, now I'll go put my 30-inch bucket on and start digging the holes. Just a touch high?
Yeah, just barely.
A little more?
Same thing, just like an inch or so.
Good?
Yeah, right on it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Think I'm good width-wise this way? I'll kind of, let me hold the tape and kind of measure, eyeball the bottom and see where we're at. See. Yeah, I might need to clean it out a little bit. I don't remember. Okay, I'm 6 foot right out there. I'm, yeah, if I clean that out again, I'll have 7 foot this way. It was 5 something, wasn't it?
It's basically 5. It's 4.8, but we're gonna go 5, and then it's 7 foot wide.
Okay, so I do need, I need to go just a touch more. Okay. Not much, but a little bit. Man, my phone is blowing up today. No. Wrong. What's that? Yeah, I found part of a stump a minute ago.
This was all trees, as you can see.
Let's see. Pretty good? Oh yeah, you've got a measuring device.
I mean, that's pretty, I go just a
Little bit more?
Slough right there.
Okay. Do it again.
Just one more of those, you'll be good.
Good?
Yeah.
Your marks are perfectly square, right? No. Pretty close. Yep. Always really enjoyed working with Brian. Been working for him and his dad for over 20 years. Doesn't seem possible. A little more crap in the ground here. There, I hooked it with a tooth. Had that bottom all good on that side, and now I'm filling it in. Oh. All right, we'll keep at it here. This bucket's just a lot easier to clean things up with. 4 foot, yeah. That's my #1 asked question on YouTube of what that bucket is. What's that?
3-footers is not enough.
No. I ran a 3-footer for years until I knew there was something different. Oh, give me a minute. I'll screw it up. I figure work brow. At least owes me a thank you card. I have sold so many of these buckets for them.
Really?
I have multiple people that are, I just bought my bucket and
Get the cut.
I should. They've commented on some of my videos and stuff.
The attachments now.
What's that?
So many cool attachments.
Oh, there is. How are we length? Good. Kind of clean that edge up. Am I pretty clean on this side?
Yeah, it starts to go up a little. I need to get even like one little scoop in the corner.
A little high?
Just a couple inches.
Okay. Should I just drive over the top of that metal?
They were moving stuff yesterday on a flat tire on their forklift.
That's no excuse.
Yeah. Well, you should have seen it yesterday, but I was like, when are you guys going to dig? I said,
Tomorrow.
I need everything moved. And then, they go to minimum move.
Yeah. Yeah, because this is definitely the minimum.
Yeah.
Got it pretty clean?
Yeah.
Need me to take a little bit more out?
That tiny little corner and then you're good.
Okay, was that still a little bit high?
I mean, it was very...
Barely.
Yeah, I think we're good.
Get it? See, do you want to do the gravel on this one now before we dig the other one for me having access in here?
Yeah.
Okay. So what do you want, like 2 inches?
Let me see your tape just to verify or you were thinking.
Use a little more accurate measuring device. It's a Milwaukee, you know it's accurate.
On that high spot.
Oh, I see, yeah.
Trying to be 4 foot?
Yeah. But we took,
That's about right.
okay,
Isn't it?
that's 4 foot by your hand?
Yeah.
Yeah. I want a full bucket. I wish I could have had the gravel a little closer, but it would have been in the way pretty much any place closer. Where's my upper mark at? Right there. No! My laser box is out under my blade. There we go. Let's see how much that looks like in the hole. All right. Oh, a ladder, that's cheating.
We're gonna be in there enough today.
I've got another one, but I wanted to be sure that we're, oh man.
I mean, I could probably take a little more.
You want me to just trickle a little bit?
Say put it
Over there?
I mean, just like,
I'll just kind of trickle a little bit, and we'll just. Oh, a little bit over there too.
I think that's gonna do it. So about 4 or 5 inches above gravel.
Okay. This is the through trench from one vault to the other. Don't overwork yourself yet, because I'm going to knock more in. About how high do you want me to be?
We'll be a little lower than where you're at now.
That good?
Now. Yeah, you're good.
Go down a little more, or is that?
Yeah, about right here.
Okay. Time I'm done, Brian, I'll have to paint this hole out 3 times.
Maybe like just a little more, like another 2 inches.
Oh, man.
Block?
Yeah. That's gonna mess your lines up. Right, I hope it's a log and not the water line. If it was the water line, we'd already be getting wet. Do. How are we on this kind of coming outside of the trench? Yeah, right in there. Yeah, it needs to go down a touch. Did you check that already?
This is all. It's
All good, okay. Sorry.
I got a little excited there.
I was just starting to dump and I seen you moving towards it. I don't see water bubbling yet, so.
I think when this thing was even on, it barely dribbled out. Not much pressure out here.
At least the deeper I go, the easier it digs, so.
It does seem to soften up.
Yeah, I can't believe for as much rock as in this, how easy it digs. It's really not that bad. And from when Derek took this picture, they might have pushed more stuff over. It might be a little deeper over here than...
Right. It's over there, it's about a foot, so...
Because it kind of feels like they've pushed some stuff over here. Try not to take too much at a time.
Get close, so don't rush.
The dirt's changing. Sometimes you can see a different coloration in the the dirt where you can see the trench, but I'm not seeing that. See it? Mark this on your calendar. The day I didn't break a pipe.
What the hell? Look at that. I just like...
You just barely missed it. I bet you missed it by 1.5 inches.
That's what I was shooting for. Yeah.
Cool. No broke water line today. Try to get this stuff out of our way. Think that's far enough?
Yeah.
Okay. No. Not caving off like I want it to. Go much closer than that because it angles a little bit. And I have learned that can bite you. don't know where I'm going to put all this dirt. There we go. All right, we are under. Yeah, I'm running out of places to put dirt. Moment, I'm afraid I'm gonna have to start putting it out on the road. I know I'm going to. Of course, here shortly I'm gonna switch to the smaller bucket. We got 3 4-inch conduits coming through here. And once I get to my junction, one will have 2 and one will have 1, so I can back off to the 16-inch bucket and not have to keep going with the 30-inch. Don't dig trench with 30-inch very often. If you got to get down in the trench and work, 30-inch trench is nice. Let's see. There's my junction. Okay. Sitting right at it. I might need to move my truck out. One thing I don't want to be is trapped here. Phone is blowing up today. So there's one that you say is shallower than the rest of them?
That board is sitting right on top of it.
Okay.
So is that in the way, or you want to leave it? Or?
It's fine. So about there?
You got to get all the way to
All the way.
Yeah.
But I'm okay to go down a little bit there.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Now, did you say there was one that was real shallow in there? Or just... They're all down. It's just the top of it is 36 inches. Okay.
The top of the upper one is
okay.
36.
We've got 3 power lines in here, so I'm being really careful. Okay?
You can come this way a little more.
So you don't have any ground rods in there yet, do you? They're over there? Okay. Because you know how I like to rip the wires out of ground rods. How much deeper safely do you think? I'm at about 18 probably.
You should be good.
Okay.
I think if we get to about 2 feet.
Okay. Did you find a raccoon?
I think we got about like 10 to 12 inches more of cover. Let's do like maybe another 4 or 5 inches.
Okay. About another tooth depth.
Yeah. I'd say that's about as far as we want to go with that.
Yay. And we didn't have any spark shows. Here a few months ago I was digging stumps for somebody and they had their own locator machine, so they located everything themselves.
Yeah.
Well, what they thought was their house lead was not, and I dug up the main lead right into their house and
Nice.
never saw a spark. Didn't hear any pop or anything.
Good. I'll chip that out, but that's our depth.
Cool. Okay, there I've got weird shadows.
Yeah, you're good.
There, another one.
That's deep enough.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, just good. Instead of
Getting our marking tape in. Oh. Get a little bit of, put a little bit more dirt in it, and then I'll top the rest of it off with gravel. So you want to be kind of heavy on the gravel on that end? Okay. Yep. Buried the raccoon back. There, putting a little bit of dirt back in. Just to try and not take quite so much gravel, but pretty much any time go through a roadway, backfill most of it with gravel. You guys watched my video from a month or so ago, or a couple months ago. Different electrician just filled her ditch in with dirt, and it when it rained, it turned to mud. If they would have done it at least, well, the level I've got left to fill is just about what they had, total depth of trench, so. A little more dirt there.
Yeah.
Okay. About to there.
Yep. Probably even a little more. I don't know. You're the expert.
Make up your mind, Brian.
You're a dirt guy. I'm pure electrical.
You're pure electrical, and I'm pure dirt.
When I say dirt, I mean it in a nice way.
In a nice way. This dirt could have contaminants in it, so it's not pure dirt.
Really? I don't think it's any contaminant.
You want me to do the rest of it gravel?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Well, that's the end of day one. We got this all covered up. And we got this other chute started, so got his marking tape in, got some of his conduit in. Tomorrow morning we'll get at least one of the vaults, and so we'll get that on film. So everyone, thanks for watching. Please subscribe, helps the channel out. And go check my website out, reberpuredirt.com. And everyone have a wonderful evening. Catch you tomorrow.